How's it going, guys? Base cam tonight. I don't know. I just feel like doing it. Let me share the stream real quick here. Get my bearings straight. Literally just got home from work. So, what, go to my channel here. So, expand universe channel. Share it here. It's been a while since I've done face cam. I don't look too different, I don't think. Hair's a little different. I think my last face cam, my hair was longer, so gotten a haircut since then. Um, Someone joined. I know it's late, but I was bored, so figured I would do a little stream. It is a late stream, but let's face it, everybody's up at this time. Well, sort of. But yes, it's late. I got home about 20 minutes ago, give or take, from work, so look at Titus calling me a brappy. Inside joke. Or is it? This mic that I got for Christmas is very nice. So I'm very happy with it. Family got it for me. Titus, I was on a call on Discord, but none of y'all joined, so mm, might as well just stream on here. When I have face cam on it reminds me of the old days. In my some of my first streams. Um Back in the day. So back in what year was that? 2022, I think. I saw that Nazo. He's on Agents of Chaos. An underrated duology. It's an underrated duology of books. It's a good Han Solo story. If you like Han Solo, you'll enjoy that. And it also, just like every other book in the NJO, has a lot of connections to other NJO books. Almost 3 years ago now. Isn't that insane, guys? Isn't that crazy? Wow. I started reading the EU in 2019. That's when I first read Heir of the Empire. So, and then throughout 2020, I was reading the Bantam era. I was reading that, and then in 2021, that's when I read the New Jedi Order, and then ever since I've been kind of reading just kind of all over the place. Even prior to the Bantam era, those books have connections to the Han Solo Adventures by Brian Daley. So the old 70s, 80s Han Solo books. And that was Del Rey. That was the first Del Rey era. I guess the infancy of the Del Rey era. Hello, Iron Inquisitor. How's it going? But yeah, it's been a long road reading this expanding universe. Almost 6 years already. Later this year, around September, I think, will be 6 years since I started reading the EU. Well, yeah, that's who. You're right. You're right. But it's earlier. It's earlier to the original Bantam books. Hmm. Well, my Clone Wars collection has been getting bigger. May not look different to you guys, but to me, like I think earlier this year, like Revenge of the Sith was like here. Now it's at the end. So my Clone Wars shelf has really been growing. I have all of the Secret Mission books. I have all of the first 9 Clone Wars Adventures. There's a 10th one I didn't know that there was. There's a 10th one. Still gotta buy that. I got a couple of those TCW comics. I have one more coming in the mail. Um, of course, I have all the novels. I have Clone Wars Secret Missions. I don't think if I didn't say that, I have that too. So I have a lot of Clone Wars stuff now, which is kind of insane to me. I got Clone Wars Micro Series Volume 2 because I only had the first volume for years. I only had the first volume, but now I have the second one, so I have a complete set of that. Um, which I'm very happy about. Honestly, I don't even know if if the DVD works in that. I bought it used, of course. Um, I don't care though. I don't care. I don't care because I can just watch it online on YouTube, literally on YouTube. Um, I just wanted a physical version of it to put on the shelf, to be honest. But they're all arranged in Titus's order, his timeline that, of course, I've been using for Vodeon. So, which that's still going on. That's still going, by the way. Sort of. No, it's still going. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's still going. Coruscanten mi Vodeon. Ah, who should I invite to the stream? Who's up? Hmm. I wouldn't invite Titus, but he's playing a game. He's always playing a game. Honestly, I started on getting some novels. Like buying some for Clone Wars. I think you should get all the books in the EU. Like me. All the novels at least. Oh. Check my phone here. But yeah. Hasn't really been on. Oh, nice. Nice. Be prepared to you're gonna need a lot of shelf room. So be prepared. Now that's a little harder of a challenge. I have about half of NJO in a hardcover. I have Unifying Force, Destiny's Way, Star by Star, Edge of Victory, Balance Point, Agents of Chaos, Dark Tide, and Vector Prime. So really, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hardcover books, which would of course cover Dark Journey, Rebel Sand, Rebel Dream, Traitor, Force Heretic 1, 2, 3, and then Final Prophecy. So missing 5. I know Force Heretic is pretty expensive though. So, but I'll find it eventually at a good price, and then I'll buy it, and then it'll be added to the collection. Because I used to want to buy all of the books in hardcover and paperback, but that's not going to happen because I know so many of these books either some of them actually didn't even get a hardcover, and then some of them, uh, a lot of them actually, they're hardcover, like Plagueis or Kenobi. The more popular books, those hardcovers are like hard to find, and if you do find them, they're expensive as hell. So it's really I've kinda changed on now there are some books like Young Jedi Knights, I do wanna get those hardcovers. One, maybe not even the hardcover, just like the paperback, because there was like a paperback, omnibus that was released, or like multi I think it was like 4 of them, and then there was 2 hardcover omnibuses released. So, I may, like, get the paperback ones because 'cause I'm sure they'll be cheaper, because having all what is it, 14 of them, it actually takes up a lot of shelf space, and I'm kinda getting to a point where I need to start conserving shelf space. Um, I'm not gonna get rid of my individual, copies of them, because some of them are actually hard to find, plus it's Young Jedi Knights, I love that series, so I don't wanna get rid of it, but or get rid of the original paperbacks that they came out in. But eventually, I will, collect them all and the paperback omnibuses, and they look like regular novels at that point. So if I were to, when I go back and reread them, because eventually I'm gonna reread all this, um, I'll have it's like reading a novel. So I'm waiting on Trader, but I only need to get Destiny's Way, Final Prophecy. Oh, okay. So you have a lot of the expensive ones because Destiny's Way, Unifying Force will be easy because those were released first in hardcover, so they're gonna be a little bit more, easier. They were Del Rey hardcovers, they weren't SFBC like the other ones were, so you'll have a lot more luck there. I looked at on hardcover for Force Heretic, but I have all the duologies in hardcover. Wait, I gotta read that. I looked at on hardcover for Force Heretic. Oh, okay, you have all the duologies in hardcover, nice. YouTube just notified. Yeah, of course it did. Of course it just notified you 12 minutes of the stream. Of course it did. Doc, greetings. But yeah, eventually, now a series that never got reprinted for whatever reason, even though it deserves it, I think, is Junior Jedi Knights. They should have gotten their own, or that series should have gotten its own hardback. That would have been awesome, but it didn't. So, I think that series definitely deserves it just as much, if not more, the Young Jedi Knights. So, because those books were part of the reason why, or they're part of the reason why I love Anakin Solo so much. It's part of the reason why he's one of my favorites. No, he is my favorite EU character. So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They are children's books after all. So, yeah, I'm exhausted from work today. Can't wait for those Han Solo books. Those what is it? The Ukrainian ones? No, Hungarian. Those Hungarian ones. I can't wait for those to come out or translated, I should say. Ginger Nights isn't as good as Young Nights, in my personal opinion, but I did enjoy them. It it depends because like if we're comparing the story arcs, like the last 3 were okay in that series. The Diversity Alliance arc was okay. No, it was actually very good. It's actually, I think, better than the uh Shadow Academy arc. Just for the fact that the Diversity Alliance is kind of a unique idea, or more unique Dark Jedi organization. How many times have we seen that now? A lot. So it's, I'm glad you know, they told your typical Kevin J. Anderson story, which is not a bad thing. It's a very good thing, actually. But then Kevin and, of course, Rebecca Moesta wanted to do a different story, and they wanted to do something more unique with the next, what was it, 5 books at that time. So that was good. Now, what's interesting, and I don't think many people remember this, is the Boba Fett that's in Shards of Alderaan. That's not Boba Fett. That's his daughter posing as Boba Fett. That was a retcon that Abel G. Pena introduced, I believe in, what was it? History of Mandalorians? I think it may not have even been Abel G. Pena. Now I'm actually misremembering it. I don't remember. It was in Star Wars Insider, though, where they made the retcon. And the reason why they did that was Boba Fett is not entirely in character. There is some weird, it's almost like, you know, it's like Boba Fett should not be hunting down um Han, especially his children at this point, given the story that is in the Corellian trilogy. So yeah, really, it's not that it's not a character; it kind of creates a contradiction, and so to speak. Um, and even with honestly, even with the retcon, that contradiction is still kind of there because Han Solo should have been like, "Why is Boba Fett attacking me?" I thought we were good now, but oh well. Or attacking my children or something to that effect. But I don't remember there being anything like that, so oh well. I just love these covers too on these books. They're wonderful. Or just look at that. Look at that. These are classics. And it's such a shame because these books were supposed to get a TV show in the 90s, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But these covers look great. These books are great. Anyway. Yeah, I heard that, but I wasn't seeing all the issues people have with Boba Fett's character unless he seemed in character to me. If the books were set during the original trilogy, no. But where the books are set, and given the short story that took place, what was it, around the Corellian trilogy? I think shortly before it or after it. I don't remember. Yeah, the short story being the Tales from the Bounty Hunter story, Boba Fett's Last Man Standing short story. That short story is all over the place, but the story ends in the post Jedi era, before Young Jedi Knights, um, with Han and Boba Fett truce. They established a truce. And the logic, and it makes sense why they did because they'd been fighting each other for so long, and at that point, it was just what the hell are they fighting each other over? Jabba's gone, the Empire's gone, everything is gone. So what's the point of fighting? So Dave Dorman, that's right. I always prefer the Shadow Academy arc, but the Diversity Alliance is a strong contender. I enjoy the last arc, but I always found it the weakest of the three. It certainly would have had. I wish that uh trilogy, I guess the Anya Galandro trilogy. I wish she'd showed up in more books than just the 3 that she was in, or like maybe some Del Rey books later on. But she may have, and I don't know about it because I've not read all of them after NJO. So I don't know. But I like the Diversity Alliance because I mean it's just a very unique premise. It's certainly more unique than just a Dark Jedi you know group. And then you had Zek. I've always said this, and people don't like when I say this, but Zek is just a Kip Duran ripoff. Sorry, I think he is. I don't think he's a bad character, but I think his character is much better in the NJO. And I'm not a Zek and Jaina fan. I'm just not. I much prefer Jaina and Jag, and the reason why is First of all, I enjoyed their chemistry a lot more, and I also enjoyed the fact that Jaina married a non-Jedi. I kinda I don't wanna say I hated it, but I thought it was strange that Ben probably would have dated Vestara if EU had been continued. Anakin was dating Tahiri, and then, of course, it was, Jason and Tenel Ka. So I just thought I don't know, I'm glad that she got with Jag because, um, I'm glad he was, I lost my train of thought. I'm tired. What was I saying? We're talking about Jane and Jag. Sorry, I read this comment and then my mind just slipped. Anyway, but I just prefer Jane and Jag. That's kind of it. It was Last Man Standing. Yes, he wasn't hunting Hans because he was hunting Reinhard Thol because. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. But to be fair, it's been like 3 years since I've read those books, so yeah. I don't think he's bad. I want to make that very clear. I don't want people to be like, you think Zek's a bad? No, I don't. In fact, I kind of like Zek in a lot of scenes. I'm just saying, like, maybe I was going a little too far saying it's a Kip John ripoff, but come on, the parallels are like no pun intended, unparalleled. There's a lot of parallels that he had with Kip. I mean, they both young kids. They're discover having Force powers, and before they're able to become a Jedi, they're turned to the dark side, and they cause a lot of problems, and then they end up having to be redeemed, and then they go on to become powerful Jedi. So I don't think that's that far off. Zek, say a bounty hunter with Force abilities. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that because you know Zek growing up didn't really have any like bounty hunting. You know, I, obviously didn't have experience, but there's no inclination he wanted to do that kind of thing. It sort of seemed like to me that he was kind of coping with what he did the Jedi Academy with the Shadow Academy. So I didn't like that. I would not like if he said a bounty hunter. I think Zach is he's too good of a person to be a bounty hunter. That's what I'm saying. I think it being a temporary thing is more in line with his character. In other words, I don't think his character traits that were established in Young Jedi Knights, I don't think they would fit well. Why is this not working? Oh, my back? Okay. My camera froze. I was worried there. Anyway, I don't think it would work. I like that he failed as a bounty hunter before moving back to the Jedi. Yeah, I agree. Guess it makes sense, but being a bad bounty hunter, doesn't it? Star Wars, it kind of does. I mean, you're doing something for money, and a lot of people, they're bounty hunting for usually bad people, like the Empire or the Hutts. So I don't know. Generally speaking, you have questionable morals if you're a bounty hunter. Put it that way. Hello, Eunice. Especially if you vet your bounties. Yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't see why a bounty hunter would want to vet their bounties if they only want it for money. If they're only doing it for money, like, and if you're getting paid top dollar for this particular bounty, but the person the bounty's on is bad, I don't know. And I even then I'm glad Zek was not reduced to that. I think Zek being a bounty. I'm not saying him being a bounty hunter is bad. I'm saying it being a permanent thing. I think him being a bounty hunter was more of a coping thing with how he dealt with or how he handled the Jedi and did what he did to them and whatnot. So that's just my opinion. Uh, it's okay. I need to catch up on Attack of the Clones. I'm about almost 100 pages into the book, so it's going okay. But I try to have these reviews out by every other Friday, so I need to start getting on that for sure. And I don't think that applies here. And the reason why is bounty hunters aren't necessary evils. If that's what you're implying, I don't know if you're implying that or not. Maybe mistaken. Oh, oh man, I'm tired. Sick of working. Working in restaurants is hard, man. It's hard work. That's the point. Problem. Like bounty hunters will work for anybody because they're all about the money. I want to see your opinions on the Cess Deception. I like it, but it isn't that popular. Yeah, I'm interested to see my opinions on how I feel about certain um those Clone Wars novels. You need people who do the dirty jobs. You don't need bounty hunters. Who else is going to get the brat that knocked up your daughter when his family gets him out of the system? I'm confused. The Cessus Deception is pretty mid. Yeah, I've heard those books are mid. I bet the only Clone Wars books I know people like. Well, actually, no. There's really just two people don't like, which is Cess Deception and Jedi Trial. People like Yoda Dark Rendezvous. They like Shatterpoint. They like the Republic Commando novels, and people I've seen actually liked MedStar. Haven't seen a lot of hate for because I used to think that all Clone Wars books were, or most of them are hated, but when I think about it, no, they're not. Republic Commandos liked, Shatterpoint's liked, MedStar's liked, and Yoda Dark Rendezvous liked. It's just Sense of Deception Jedi Trial that people don't really like. Hmm. See, I know a lot of people love MedStar, Republic Commando, Shatterpoint, Yoda Dark Rendezvous. People love those books. Yeah. I can't wait to read Republic Commando. I think I'll really enjoy those books. I hope I do at least. MedStar is a good one. Yep. I referenced a Boba Fett short story that went to his backstory. It was a bounty that he pushed when he first became a. Wait a minute, let's reread this now. Who else is gonna get the breath that knocked up your daughter when his family gets him? Yeah, my Boba Fett short story knowledge is not very good. I feel like I know what you're referring to, but not really. Republic Commando made you a fan of Mandalorian culture? That's awesome. Yeah, I've said this before, but I think one of the best things about Karen Travis, something I really like about her, is she took Mandalorian culture. Not only did she expand on it and make it better and more interesting, but she also connected it to the clones. Like the clones and Mandalorians have a very, a deep connection. And I love that. I love that. That's something that CW did not do. Mandalorians are in it, but there's no relationship between Mandos and clones. And I don't like that at all. Which is ironic because Captain Rex, who is Dave Filoni's character, has jag eyes. Or however you pronounce it, those eyes on his helmet. So it's like, hmm. Culture comic did as well, for sure. But it's almost weird because like Mandalorian culture is so different between those two. Not different, I'd say different maybe, but they've changed. It's changed obviously because of the era and the time period that those two stories are in. I'm a Republic Commando fan, but I see why people saw them become disenfranchised with it. The first book is very action heavy, whereas the later books focus a lot more on other aspects and themes. Well, that's good. That's good that there's sort of diversity in that. I agree, but what I will say is Mandalorian honor is very different than what people typically think of honor as. See, Mandalorians to them, like just killing a bunch of people in a war, that's honor to them. They see honor in that. Winning battles is honor to them, and that's not exactly how we would define honor. Not myself anyway. I think honor is being a peacemaker and trying to not go to war. I think that's very honorable. I mean, honor, what does that word even mean? Honor means like um and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm kind of just giving my point of view here now, so I don't want you to think I'm dismissing you or anything, but like honor just means like respect. It's a very high form of respect, and I don't know, killing a bunch of people isn't necessarily respect. That's why they make great bounty hunters. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And they have the best armor and the best weapons. But I just hate it like because and the reason why I guess I went on that spiel there is because if you look at The Mandalorian, the TV show, those aren't Mandalorians, man. They're actually honorable, and that's like they actually have honor, and it's just weird. It's like I don't know. I like how in Imperial Commando 501st they reference the Marvel Comics with the abandoned theme park outside the capital. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Showing a definition of honor, which is why they make terrible Jedi. Well, they also make terrible Jedi because Jedi are inherently peacemakers. Mandalorians are not. That's why I don't think there can be Mandalorian Jedi. That's why I think what's his name? Tar Vizsla? No, Tar Vizsla is from the Open Seasons comic. Tar Vizsla is the Jedi Mandalorian in Disney canon, and just no such thing as a true Mandalorian Jedi. You're either a Jedi or you're a Mandalorian. You can't be both because they're inherently contradictory. It's like trying to be. It's like trying to be a war hawk, but you're a member of like a peacekeeping organization. Like you can't want war and then be a member of a peacekeeper group. It just doesn't work. The Children of the Watch are almost as good as Jaster's true Mandalorians. The only thing holding them back is their stupid helmet rule. Well, and the continuity that they're in and everything else. But I'm actually going to end the stream. We stream for about 30 minutes. I know it's quick, but I need to use the restroom and get ready for bed. It's also midnight, so I might stream Tuesday night. We'll see what happens, but thank you guys very much for joining. Also, before I leave, everyone who's watching this and everyone who's gonna watch it or watching this live and watching it afterwards, let me pull this up real quick. It's a very important link. Put it in chat here. This is a GoFundMe. Let me share my screen here. I think this is very important. Why is my screen sharing? Come on. Stop lagging. Can you guys still hear me? I can't really tell. Probably not. My stream is crashing out. What the hell? Pull you guys up here. Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. What the frick? That was weird. Okay, I'm back now. My screen like froze. Okay, I'm back. All right, here we go. So, Amelia, she is a member of the Twin Sons board. She recently lost her baby. Here are all the details. Pause if you'd like to read. If you can donate, please donate. They have an $8,000 goal. They've already raised $1.1 thousand, which is pretty good. So go ahead and donate if you can. So Amelia, I know, is a good friend of mine. She actually lives in my area. I have not spoken to her, but I know she does great work for Twin Sons. So if you can donate, donate. If you can't donate, say a little prayer for her and her family. I think that's probably more valuable. No, it is more valuable than money, but anything you can to support her, she would really appreciate it. So, yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching. Yes, it is familiar. Okay, y'all can hear. Awesome. Yes, they are. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time, and long live the expanding universe.